जनवल्लभा गिरिवरधारी गोपी जनवल्लभा गिरिवरधारी। श्री श्री भागवत महापुराण की देहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं सग्रजातं सहगणा रघुनाथन्युतं तं सजीवम् साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्तांश्च नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामीति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पश्चात्यदेशतारिणे वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानं पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। मदेकबन्धुमत्सङ्गीन् मद्गुरो मन्महाधन मन्निस्तारकमद्भाग्य मदानन्दनमस्तुते। असाधु साधुतादायिन् अतीनीच च तारक आनमञ्च कदाचिन्मां प्रेम्नाजित्कण्ठय स्फुर। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। Continuing reading from Canto 1, Chapter 11, Lord Krishna's entrance into Dwaraka, text number 18. Varanendram Puraskritya Brahmanai Sumangalai Shankhaturya Nidadena Brahma Ghoshena Chadritaha Pratiyujagmo Rathairhishtaha Samadhyayagata sadhvasaha Varnendram puraskritya Pura Brahmanahi sahamangalai Sasumangalai Shankhaturya ninadena Brahmaghoshena chadritaha Pratyujagmurathirhishtaha Pranayagata sadhvasaha Varnendram puraskritya Brahmanai sasumangalai Shankhaturya ninadena Brahmaghoshena chadritaha Pratyujagmurathirhishtaha Pranayagata sadhvasaha. Please repeat. Anyone would like to recite the verse?
Yes. Varanendram Pravatkritya Brahmanai Sashumangalai Shankhya Tulyanina Dena Brahma Bhushena Chadrita Pratyukyama Ratirishtaha Prana Jagata Sadmaksaha
Varendram Purak Sritya Brahmanahi Shashumanagalahi Sankha Turya Ninandina Brahma Goshena Sadrataha Pratu Jagamu Rate Kristaha Pranayagata Sadvasaha.
Any other devotee? No. Okay. Synonyms, translation, purport by His Divine Grace, Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki Varana Indram. Elephants on the auspicious mission. Puraskritya, putting in the front. with all auspicious signs. Shankha, conch shell, Turiya, bugle, Inadena, by the sound of Brahma Ghoshena, by chanting the hymns of the Vedas, Cha, and Adritaha, glorified, Prati, towards, Ujagmu, proceeded hurriedly, Rathahi, on the chariots, Hristaha, in cheerfulness, Nayagata, saturated with affection, Sadvasaha, all respectful. Translation: they hastened toward the Lord on chariots with brahmanas bearing flowers. Before them were elephants, emblems of good fortune. Conch shells and bugles were sounded, and Vedic hymns were chanted. Thus, they offered their respects, which were saturated with affection. Purport: the Vedic way of receiving a great personality creates an atmosphere of respect, which is saturated with affection and veneration for the person received. The auspicious atmosphere of such a reception depends on the paraphernalia described above, including conch shells, flowers, incense, decorated elephants, and the qualified brahmanas reciting verses from the Vedic literatures. Such a program of reception is full of sincerity on the part of both the receiver and the received. So, we are hearing the reception of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, at Dwaraka by the devotees of Dwaraka. Yesterday we heard how even Vasudev, Ugrasen, Sambha, Charudesna, Pradyumna, even including Balram, they all were very much excited and they hurriedly rushed to greet Krishna. And here, particularly in this today's verse, the etiquette of, or you can say the culture of receiving a great personality is described here. So your great personality means Krishna and Krishna devotee. Because Krishna says, Mad Bhakta Puja Bhyadika. Even Lord tells Parvati, Aradhananam Sarvesham Vishnur Aradhanam Param Tasmat Parataram Devi Tadyanam Samarchanam. We are not confused people. Why we emphatically say great person means Krishna and Krishna devotee? Because these are the references. Krishna says Mad Bhakta Puja Bhyadika. Krishna is saying, my devotee worship is even greater than my own worship. And same, the greatest personality like Lord Shiva, he is saying, aradhananam sarvesham, of all types of worship, aradhana. Vishnu aradhanam param. Worship of Lord Vishnu is highest. But again he is saying, tasmat parataram devi. But, my dear Parvati, you should know that even greater than worship of Vishnu is Tadyanam, means his devotee, or you can say Tadi also refers to his dham, his paraphernalia. Like in our society, Prabhupada has taught us, like, you should not just waste any Krishna's energy. Anything you see in the Krishna temple, that is Tadya, means that is used in Krishna's service. Can be a door, can be a bell, Krishna's plate, Krishna's kitchen, right? Everything is his. And then we take care of all these items. Like for example, this Mridanga. Who is Mridanga? Mridanga is Balram. Balram is the greatest devotee of Lord Krishna. Like yesterday we heard, dealing between Krishna and Balram. So, Balram is Krishna's servant. So we need to take care of everything. Like this gentleman, he was saying how he used to come and he used to clean in the roads. Nowadays, because of his body health, he is not able to. But he was doing everything, thinking, oh, this is Krishna's property, this is Krishna's place. You need to keep, you need to maintain everything neat and clean. Right? So that is what it is said that great personalities, when we receive them, it creates an atmosphere of respect. This is our culture. Current materialistic civilization is taking our youths away from this culture. Therefore, you can hardly see, even if a respectable person visits your home, the youngsters, they don't even bother, they don't offer any respect to them. Such a degraded culture now. Culture is degrading because of the materialistic influence. And only those who are connected with the Vaishnava culture, Vaishnava society, they are still upholding this tradition. And they know how to receive an honorable person, guest at home with proper respect. So Prabhupada is saying, it creates an atmosphere of respect which is saturated with affection and veneration for the person received. That's how, in our Vedic culture, when a guest comes at home, how we receive him? We have been taught. Okay, the guest is coming, you receive him with a very smiling face. Sometimes you can blow counsel with flowers. You receive him, and then when he comes home, you made him sit in a very comfortable asana, and then if your Guru Maharaj is coming or highly respectful person is coming, then you should also offer water to wash his feet. And then you can also, give the towel to dry the feet. After that, you give him a very nice sweet drinks. Padyam argyam achamani. Then madhuparka, this is madhuparka. You are giving madhuparka. These are sweet drinks. Madhuparka is sweet drinks. Sometimes we give lemon juice. Don't give any market juice. Full of all synthetic items there, chemicals. No, you prepare fresh lemon juice and offer him lemon water. Because he has been traveling for such a long distance and it gives him a soothing feeling, nice taste. And he is kind of happy. And it's also a sign of respect and affection. Why did I say that you don't bring nowadays people, they just go to the supermarket, they just, bring a can and just, put it in glass and offer it to the guest. Where is the affection? Affection means you do yourself, you feel like, with care and attention. You ensure there is no dirt in it. Everything is neat and clean, nicely prepared with love. affection. Then you offer to the guest will feel your affection. What to speak about this? I'm just giving one practical example. This time I was in Europe. We have a farm, and in Czech there is a devotee, Varnashram, his name is Varnashram Prabhu. He is taking care of the farm and they are growing different kind of grains. And he said, Prabhu, I am making these powders and selling to people. And I have got such a sweet feedback from the people who are not even devotees, Karmi. They are saying, we have never eaten grain of such taste. I don't know. One lady told him, he said, Prabhu, I don't know. She's not a devotee. He said, I don't know how you make this item. They're so tasty. I forget going to the supermarket. See, even a Karmi can understand the love and affection that is contained in an item which is prepared with love and devotion by a devotee of the Lord. If a Karmi can realize, then why not devotee? Devotees, of course, they will feel very happy and satisfied. Why not Krishna? When Jagannath is sick, don't make him drink old store drinks. Don't buy from the market. Prepare yourself. Give him the drinks. Oh, Jagannath will very. This is our tradition. This is our affection and veneration for the person received. She is saturated with affection. And here, when Krishna came, how did they receive? So nicely explained here. Many things we need to understand from this verse. Varanandram praskritya. First of all, the elephants, they are walking in front. In Mayapur also we have, when we have this Radha Madhav going out on procession, our elephants, they are walking in front. This is a sign of royal reception, sign of great respect. Also, there is a sweetness of affection engraved in such an reception. So and sometimes these elephants are also decorated very nicely. Sometimes they carry jewel box in their trunk, walking in front like this. They look very auspicious. They brings auspiciousness, prosperity to the festival. And people who see them, they feel automatically joyous. And their mind is automatically drawn to the Lord. Not that we are making a great show. No. Here, like for example, here all these people who came with fully prepared mindset to receive the Lord, we need to understand that Tadeka Manah Kam means the arrangement was made in such a way that the people, for example, these Brahmanas, they were chanting Vedic mantras, hymns. Here it is said, Brahma Ghoshena, Brahmanahi Brahma Ghoshena. By the Brahmanas, auspicious mantras from the Veda, from the Vedic literature were chanted. Like in Mayapur, you see when Radha Madhav is taken on procession, they'll be chanting different suktas, to glorify the Lord. Similarly, here it is said, not only this, one group of Brahmanas, they are chanting maybe one sukta from the Veda, another group of Brahmanas, they are chanting some other prayers, maybe astakas, because there are different prayers mentioned in the Vedic literature. How a guest, a respectable guest, can be received. Sannyasi received, you can chant Sannyas Sukta. Like that, there are different kind of mantras are there. And here, also another thing we need to understand, in such a festival, everybody's mind is fully engrossed in thoughts of Krishna. For example, here you see different kind of, um, 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 different kinds of instruments were sounded. People are chanting mantras. Some are, blowing conch shell. It looks like it's very kind of, how it will look like, right? No. Announcement was made prior to, their participation. What was the announcement? They announced that all these musical instruments might be assembled with Krishna. Means whatever we're going to do, everything has to be done in a very proper way. Everything should be synchronized in such a way that it should bring pleasure to Krishna. So Brahmanas, they will be walking just next to Krishna with chanting these mantras, with flowers, akshatas in their hand. And the ladies, they will be walking in front with deepak, with candle, okay, lit, with a, the dala, what is it called, with a plate, okay. Then up front, the bugle players, conch players, they should be walking up front. This is science actually. Why? When we blow conch shell, it eradicates all inauspiciousness. So first, on the road, conch shell blowers, they are walking by blowing the conch shell. Means they are dissipating all the inauspiciousness. And then behind, all these items are coming. And the point is here also we need to know, very interestingly, it is explained that in such a procession, not the person who is, blowing the trumpet is blowing so uproariously, he is conquering all other sounds. Means he is making a display of his own importance. No. That we need to understand. Everybody is in full synchronization with the entire orchestra to bring a soothing feeling, happiness to Krishna. This is the message we need to understand from this. Like when you do, for example, you are doing Kirtan Mela, okay? Or you are kind of devotees are singing together. The singer, the people who are playing instruments, the rhythm should be controlled in such a way, everything should be orchestrated in a way that nobody is making a show of their own importance. Sometimes we have like that, right? Somebody playing drum is like, playing his drum in such a way that people should just, see him. He's trying to grab the attention of the people, audience. No, it should not be done like that. Why are you making a show of your importance? You are part of the entire show to bring pleasure to Sri Radha Madan Mohan. You have to have that consciousness. And one person is hijacking the entire, festival, grabbing the attention of the people. Here it is especially mentioned that they were not making a display of their own greatness. Otherwise, what happens? The whole festival is kind of, spoiled. This training has to be given to people, kind of those who are going to display, them to play. So, these devotees, they came, and Brahmanas, they chanted, and they were coming with Patyu Jagmu Rathai Krishta, with a lot of enthusiasm. Adrita. Adrita means when they understood, oh, Krishna has already arrived, there was a competition, who can come first? Means everybody was there on time. Nobody was thinking that I need to finish my this work, whatever work they were doing, let it remain. Let's go back first. Let's go first. Join the Adrita. Glorified. This is how they glorified. Means I should be there on time. Not that, I will come late. Oh, so many people are there. Maybe I can go late. Even if one person is coming late, doesn't matter. No, they didn't think like that. They came all. Purvam means first they came. And Rathairishta. This is also a very important point. Sometimes you can understand it, like why these people were coming with, all these material items. They could walk, or why they come with Ratha? There are two messages in this connection for us. One message is because they are very enthusiastic and Prishtam Ayandam. Their most dear personality Krishna has arrived. They don't want to miss it. They don't want to come late. That's why they came with all these items and with happiness also. But there is another meaning also. The meaning is that sometimes we can use these material items to remain in constant thought of Krishna, Bhagavat Smaran. Sometimes you do Bhagavat Smaran with using these material items. For example, now we are coming to the temple. How we are coming? We are coming with the car. That we can use by using the car. Okay. In the beginning, everybody should use all these material items for the remembrance of the Supreme Lord. And this brings also satisfaction and happiness to us. But later, when you continue practicing Krishna consciousness by using all these material items, and you feel also satisfied, happy for a long time, then after, when you don't have all these material items with you, or you will not use these material items, how? Kevala smarane sadhasa. Means you don't have any desire for all these material items, rather out of habit. You are automatically floating in ecstasy just by remembering the Lord. Like how? An example can be given. Like when Bhakti Siddhanta Swami Thakur, he was in his old age. Sometimes devotees, before they bring warm water to him, he has already finished his bath with cold water. It doesn't matter to him. Even if there is a facility available, the disciples trying to bring water, warm water, but he now by the time he has already taken bath. Out of practice, out of habit, he is doing his deha nirvaha. Taking bath is a need of the body. He is doing it because he is in constant remembrance of the Supreme Lord. You are traveling, you are in a place, or there is no temple, not that you are sleeping. You still wake up, you do your Mangalarti. Even if there is no incense, there is no lamp, there is no water, there is no flower, or nothing. But what you are doing, at least you took your bath, you make a nice asana, put tilak, do achaman, sit down, and with, bringing your mind to the Lord, we start chanting Sansara Dava Nalalila Loka Pranaya Karunya Ghana Ghanam. Right? We continue. Then Nasing Arati, Tulsi Arati, do everything. So, this is what it is being communicated to us, that we use these material items to think of Krishna, but afterwards it should become a habit for us that even if some material facilities are not available to us, we should be happily performing our devotional service to remember Krishna. So, Prabhupada is saying the auspicious atmosphere of such reception depends on the paraphernalia described. All the paraphernalias are there. And Brahmana, they are reciting the Vedas, walking. And such program of reception is full of sincerity on the part of both the receiver and the received. Like yesterday, last time we were discussing about when Prabhupada came to any new place, how devotees are eagerly coming with all arrangements with mridanga, kartal, flower girl, and different kind of items, gifts to receive Prabhupada. This is sign of sincerity, full of sincerity. That's how we see. This is how Prabhupada, he trained his devotees, his disciples, that be sincere. And they all came with all sincerity. And Prabhupada also was kind of looking so majestic, right, in the midst of that kind of reception. Sometimes when you see that video, you feel like, such a joyful moment for everyone. It will feel Prabhupada is happy and devotees are also joyful. So all these things, this tradition, these items, they carry lot of, weight and make people remain Krishna conscious. So I think, still 15 minutes. I don't know whether we should go to the next verse or not, or maybe we should do question and answer session or some maybe reflection. Yeah, let us take some reflection and question and answers. Yes.